spectrum. This is a spectrum. Don't come for me in the comments. But then again, I'm pretty sure it's like a mental thing. Like being old is a mental thing to me.
Yeah, but what era, what age range do you think?
There's not an age to be old. There's a mentality to be old. I consider you to be old when your responsibilities outweigh your freedom.
Say that again.
When
That's
your
deep.
when your responsibilities outweigh your freedom, that's when I consider you to be old.
Explain.
Because like when a person is young to me,
so don't give up. No one fighting for. Even if it hurts, you know. Don't give up. No one
Hi. Hello. And welcome to our very first spontaneous podcast called, what do we call the podcast?
Mom, you don't get it.
Oh my God, Mom, you don't get it. So that's like a common phrase in this house.
Right.
Anything I say, Mom, you don't get it.
Yeah, she doesn't.
Mom, you don't get it. Why, Mom, you just don't get it? So we decided like to document all our arguments, all the things that make contention. So this is Mom, you don't get it. Parenting in progress. I think the hashtag should be parenting in progress. We are getting there. So I think the first question I'm going to ask is, tell me 3 things that describes me the most.
I mean, you're kind. You're very holy, very religious.
I'm holy?
Yes. Very much.
Hallelujah.
And singer. You love to sing.
Really?
You love to sing.
But I can't sing to save my life.
I know, but you love to sing though.
I know. Okay, so I think I'll do the same for you. I'll describe you in 3 words. 3 words. I think you're super confident.
Let's go.
It's a good thing, but sometimes I think it's too confident that I just want to like reel it back. This is too much for me. You're smart. That's a fact. You're academically smart. You are socially smart. Like there are things that you know. I wonder if they teach them in school. And most of all, I think you're a kind child.
Aww.
Yes, you are. Because I think sometimes there are things that I face that I feel like I don't even want to talk to you about those things. But you just know and you don't like put me under pressure. Like I told you recently that since we got here, you have never like put me under pressure for anything. Like, Mom, I want this. Mom, I want that crib. Mom, I want... Never. Serious. Not that not. So, having said that, this is my son. His name, what's your name?
I'm Ruba, and this is my mom. What's your name?
My name is Winning. That's the name I like. My baptism name is Beatrice. My birth name is Mahawa. But the name I like for myself, Winning, because it works for me. When I call myself Winning, it works. So, Ruba, why do you think I don't get it?
How do I say this? It's kind of like a proof is in the pudding type of situation. Because I say a lot of things, and you immediately just can get confused. Like, I remember like 3 days ago, I hit you with the words type for the first time, and you were like, huh?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
But first of all, let's talk about language. Let's talk about, what's your generation called? Is it Gen Z?
Yeah, we're Gen Zs.
Gen Z, I don't understand your lingo. So to be very honest, I would prefer you not talk to me with Gen Z lingo.
Gen Z slang.
Slangs.
You don't get it.
Yeah, like you go and see what you did there. So like you go to school and you gather all this lingo and you feel like, okay, there's a dumb woman at home. I'm going to use all this lingo on. And you just come to me and be like, type. I'm like, what the hell?
Sure.
Type for me as an old woman that I am is a variation of things. Or typing on a computer, right? But when you say type, what do you mean?
And I say the word like type, like in response to something, is like, that's how it's supposed to be. Like, that makes sense. That's what the word like type means.
Okay.
But I feel like it's the same for you guys too. Like you guys have a lot of language that you used to use back. I don't want to say back in your days because that sounds kind of disrespectful. But in your time that I don't understand. Like whippersnapper.
Whippersnapper.
Yeah, like you young whippersnapper.
What does that even mean? That's not like a
That's a boomer language. That's from the boomers.
Yeah, that's from the boomers. I don't remember that. But I think also we speak like simple, clear English, right? We don't like try to complicate things. For you, I think the reason why you use all the small slang is because you are just in a haste. You don't want to spend time to say like a full sentence. So what you do is you find like a single word that describes an entire scenario. Type, and this is leads. This is the
Do you think it's also the fact like you guys have just used the words that you guys made up so much that it's just like normal, like for the entire world at this point?
Yeah.
Like you made up certain words and just because like you've been around longer and like everybody's gotten used to it, like you just even don't notice that it's slang anymore. It's just like part of your vocabulary.
Yeah. So I would believe that in your own kind of setting, you don't feel weird talking the way you.
It feels completely normal to us. And I feel like as we get older, like it's going to get normal to an extent.
And then your kids will do something and will be like,
what do you mean by that?
Okay. All right. I think that's just, is it revolution or evolution? Yeah, I think things just change. Things just change.
We move.
All right, let me ask you a question that is very funny.
I got you.
Do you think your generation is having the best time? Now, your generation meaning it's your generation of
Gen Zs.
The Gen Zs. You have like the internet. You have like things, technology, and I think the world has grown so much. But in terms of experience, comparative to what you know about our generation, do you think your lives are better than ours?
Yes. One word. The internet.
What does the internet do? I think you should come into the frame more.
Alright. Like I'm out of into one. Okay. But like the pure fact we have the internet, because you gotta really think about this.
The internet.
Back in the days, you couldn't just grab a phone and send a text to somebody in Timbuktu. Like you had to like write a letter, give it to like a pigeon, and just like hope for the best.
Oh my god, that is insulting. Let me tell you a story.
Yeah.
So every raining season in Sierra Leone, which is summer in America, my mom used to go to Freetown to like grade GCE papers. That's a long time ago. So when my mom goes there, if she leaves like in June, she will not come back until maybe in August. I cannot call my mom. I cannot speak to my mom on the phone. If I want to talk to my mom, I have to go like to a place called a convent. That's a place where the nuns live. But because my mom has a relationship with them, I'll go there and then my mom will tell them that she's gonna call that day. And my mom will not even give them time. I will just go there in the morning and sit down. And the phone will ring. Do you know what a land phone is?
Yeah, like a landline?
Yeah.
The one that you go.
So like the phone will ring and they will pick it, and then it was somebody else, and they will pick it, and I'll be just sitting there crying, and then finally my mom would call, and then we would talk on the phone. And you know how now if I talk to you on the phone, you don't have to reserve that joy because you know I will call you again. But when my mom calls me on the phone, that time I will just reserve that joy for like the next 5 days until she says again she's going to call. So it was that bad. But let me tell you some things that we did back then that you have no idea. Have you ever gone outside and have a game drawn on the floor and played?
Yes. Yeah. As a child.
As a child, when?
Huh? When I was like 4 years old.
Oh, my brother. When?
Okay, wait.
I'm your mom.
That one specifically, that's just got to be due to like COVID. Like COVID, like ruin our social lives.
No, when
COVID and phones.
And Ebola. I remember when you were 5, we were dealing with Ebola. No. Ruba, I think your whole life, even if you want to play, let's say 9 out of your 10 friends will want to be playing with your phones. They don't want to go outside. They just want their phone. I remember we don't have phones. So literally you go to school, and when you're walking back home, you are making teams to go back home and play, we call it touch. You know what touch is? Ish, my brother. No.